All right, and welcome back, guys. Today we're going to be covering a lot of different Vanguard stuff. We've got some rumors, some actual information from the code today, some things I'm actually really excited about. We've got a list of weapons here, some that are going to be super interesting in zombies, some stuff that I kind of was afraid of earlier on. It might not be the worst thing ever, but it's a little concerning. Overall, we've got a lot of stuff here. A lot of this information I have got from LAKEY. I'm sorry if I butcher your name. He's someone on Twitter who kind of goes through the game's code, gets the strings and stuff like that, and we're able to take the information from that. And ever since the beta has been now introduced on PC, people have been able to go in and get that. So we actually have the achievement list here from Vanguard. Now keep in mind, these are due to change. These aren't necessarily set in stone since they're gotten from the code. But right now, some of the achievements for Vanguard Zombies, the first one reads off, Baker's Dozen in War of the Dead, sacrifice 13 hearts. So that means the name of this map is going to be called War of the Dead if they don't change it. Obviously, sometimes the name they put in the code isn't the final name, so it might change, but I'm thinking it's probably going to be the name of it. But that's not the thing that's, you know, super interesting here. If we look at some other stuff here, it says in War of the Dead, eliminate 10 enemies via melee that have been slowed by the Frost Blast artifact. And something I've been saying ever since they've kind of revealed that Treyarch's going to be working on Vanguard Zombies, I really do like Cold War Zombies. I like it a lot, but I don't want an exact replica of Cold War Zombies on Vanguard. I want it to be the same mechanics, same system, but I really want them to put a different twist on it. If they're just going to copy and paste all of the same field upgrades, all of the same ammo mods, and everything like that into Vanguard Zombies, honestly, they should just keep updating Cold War and not even put zombies in Vanguard. If it's going to feel the same with all that, but who knows? These could be placeholders right now. But besides Frost Blast, in here they also mention Aether Shroud. While using Aether Shroud artifact, enter the Aether Shroud 5 times with less than 25% health. There's a one for getting 10,000 kills. There's one for eliminating zombies using a Pack-a-Punch level 3 weapon. So for right now, it seems like there's going to be the same tier system with Pack-a-Punch upgrades. Don't really care too much about that. In War of the Dead, equip 3 Covenants. This could be a map exclusive thing, or maybe this is... There's not really much we can make of that. And then once again, eliminate 10 zombies that are taking damage from the Ring of Fire artifact. So... And there's another one, energy mine artifact. So from here, we can kind of get 3 different field upgrades, but they're called, for right now, they're called in Vanguard artifacts. We've got Frost Blast, Aether Shroud, Ring of Fire, energy mine. And is that starting to sound very, very familiar? I don't know. I'm still excited for Vanguard, but I really hope that it doesn't feel exactly the same. I kind of hope they use the same engine with all the mechanics, but I'd like new field upgrades. I want new field upgrades. I want new perks. My biggest kind of worry for Vanguard is honestly they're just going to repeat the same thing. The game's going to launch with all the same field upgrades, and then we're going to get the same kind of DLC cycle. So what's going to happen is we're going to start with the same, 6 base perks, and it's like, all right, you're getting a new perk. It's Tombstone. And then after that, oh, you're getting a new perk. It's Meal Cake. And then after that, oh, you're getting a new perk. It's Death Perception. Because if that's it, and they're just kind of recycling the same content from Cold War, honestly, at that point, it's just going to feel like the same exact thing. If they take everything, put a unique twist on it, like at least for the field upgrades. And the thing is, there was a ton of field upgrades in the original World War II Zombies. If they could kind of reference some of those, and they don't have to be completely different. And who knows, maybe they're called the same things. Maybe it's called Frost Blast artifact. It's called, Ring of Fire artifact. But maybe all of the tier upgrades and everything's completely different. That's my biggest hope. Because if it's the same field upgrades, same perks, same ammo mods, I mean, it's just going to feel like Cold War Zombies. But now there's new weapons. But that's enough with that. Like I said, everything with the achievement list there is due to change. It's not necessarily set in stone. These could all just be placeholders right now. Oh, actually, there's one achievement I missed here. Drink from all 5 demonic fountains in a single session. That, to me, definitely sounds like that's going to be what the perks are. I know in World War II Zombies, you had the weird thing where you put your hand on a table and it, like, shocked you. So maybe now there's fountains, like, they're probably not water fountains. You'll probably grab it out with your hands. But that's probably what's going to replace, the sodas, because it's something that you drink. There's 5 of them. I think Cold War launched with 6 perks, but maybe this one's only going to have 5 at launch. But on top of this, we actually got some more really exciting information. It doesn't directly relate to zombies, but this is stuff we're going to be able to use in zombies as well. We've pretty much got the full weapon list for Cold War. There's like 30 something weapons in this game, which is going to be great for zombies. The more weapons we have, the more variety, different class setups we can use, more weapons to grind that mastery camo for. But specifically, there are some classes in zombies that are way more fun to use. If you remember when Cold War launched with 2 shotguns. With 2 shotguns. And shotguns are some of the best classes to use in zombies with some of the more recent games. In the code, there are 4 separate shotguns. I know the beta just has 2, but there's a model, essentially a model 1897, which seems like it's gonna work just like the 1997 from Modern Warfare 2, which that's gonna be awesome. Hopefully, I probably can't akimbo them, but maybe you can. We'll have to see how that's going to work. Can't wait to use that. There's also a double barrel shotgun, which is something we've really wanted in Cold War. We did get it as a secondary, but it didn't really work, you know, like an actual double barrel. And then there's the other 2 that you've already seen in the beta. One other thing, when we go to the pistols, another thing that's really fun to use in zombies are the akimbo pistols. And we can already see by going to the class setup in the Vanguard beta, there are akimbo attachments for the pistols. There are 5 pistols in the code right now. Cold War launched with 3. We're getting a revolver, we're getting a Luger, and then you guys know the other 3, the machine pistol, the M1911, and the Rat are all in the beta as well. But the Luger's not, and neither is the Weebly, which is a revolver with strong fire rate, quickly has high recoil. So that is 5 different pistols we're going to be able to use akimbo in zombies. So that's going to be really fun. There is a riot shield in the code as well. I don't know. They might just leave the riot shield out of the zombies mode, because if the shield can't break, that's going to be really hard to balance in zombies. But could you imagine if they somehow find a way to balance the riot shield in zombies and you are able to pack-a-punch a riot shield? I can tell you right now, that is going to be the coolest pack-a-punch camo ever if it covers the entirety of that riot shield. So we'll have to see with that. Maybe they can make it where if zombies hit the riot shield, they still damage you. You just get a percentage of the damage. I don't know. I hope they don't just completely remove it, because that seems to me like the cop-out. There's probably a way you could balance it. And it's not like, you know, it's PvP. It's not like if it does become a little bit broken, it's not the end of the world. You're not playing against other players. You're playing against zombies. The zombies can't complain. And I don't mind something being, obviously, they just lets you sit in a corner and you can't die. That's a little bit broken, but there's definitely ways they can go about balancing that. So who knows? They might just remove it, but I don't know. There are 4 rocket launchers in the game code, which one, yeah, I'm not too, for MP grinding, for getting the mastery camo in multiplayer, 4 rocket launchers seems extremely annoying, especially since they don't lock on. If you've got to destroy like 100 UAVs with these things, that's gonna be I don't know. That's gonna definitely be a fun experience. Same thing with zombies. I don't know. Sometimes the rocket launchers are really good. Black Ops 4, the best weapon in the game was a rocket launcher. So who knows? They're kind of a give or take in a zombies game. They could be really good, or they could be like Cold War, where they're just not that useful. Obviously, we've got a bunch of SMGs. We got like 6 SMGs, 6 ARs. The PPSH is in the game code, so it seems like the PPSH is going to be at the game at launch, which I think we kind of figured that. They're not going to do a World War II game and not have the PPSH in it. The LMGs, though, I think there are 4 different LMGs in the beta. I think there's 3. So 4 in total. That's 1 more than what we got in Cold War, which is awesome. I don't know. For grinding weapons, at least, I'm definitely excited for Vanguard, because there's tons of weapons in the code. And if these all are in the game at launch, there's going to be more weapons than Cold War. That's more stuff to grind Dark Aether for. And it seems like they've balanced out the classes more, because let's be honest, with Cold War, the 2 shotguns, the 3 pistols, the 3 LMGs, it kind of felt a little bit bland. And it felt like for the most part, when you're grinding for camos, you were only using ARs and SMGs just because the sheer amount of them. And hopefully when they start adding more and more DLC weapons, they give some of these other classes some love. Because I can tell you in Cold War, if for the final DLC for Season 6, if they're just like, all right, we're giving you 2 more weapons. Here's an AR, here's an SMG. That's it for our DLC. I'm just going to be like, oh, yay, this is the 9th SMG I've grinded camos for. I'm so glad that we have, you know, 4 LMGs in the game and 3 shotguns in the game right now. That is, so I don't know. there's some good and bad here. Like I said, I'm not a huge fan of the fact that the field upgrades seem to be the exact same ones from Cold War. That could definitely change in the future, though. Keep in mind, this is all just leak stuff right now. All this is due to change. This is in the code, but nothing's final. But I am happy about all the weapons, and it seems like Cold War Zombies is going to have a lot of variety. Now, one more thing I want to touch on, and there's no actual in-game code to back this up. I've heard a lot of people talking about potentially Vanguard Zombies not having a zombies map at launch. I don't know. I don't have much to say on that, but I could tell you right now, if it doesn't have a zombies map at launch, that might be pretty bad for Vanguard Zombies. I know a lot of people are already, like, even if it's not that far after launch, so many people are already giving Vanguard Zombies a bunch of crap for some other stuff. And if there's not a map at launch, that is definitely going to look bad. And that's going to be the first time we've ever had a zombies experience that's been kind of, you know, known to be coming to a game, not at launch. I know Advanced Warfare had it, but Advanced Warfare, they didn't talk about zombies before its launch. But they've already told us this game's going to have a zombies mode, all that. So we'll just have to see as we get closer. I do think it's going to have a zombies map at launch because, I don't know, that is... I laugh when I think about it. Thinking about a Treyarch Zombies experience not having a zombies map ready at launch. But who knows? Anything could happen. And you guys know if we get any official information on that, or we get some like actual super solid evidence on that, I will let you guys know. With that, we're going to go ahead and wrap this video up. So definitely let me know how you feel about this. How do you feel about the field upgrades being pretty much the same as Cold War as it stands right now? How do you feel about the weapon list? There's a lot of really cool stuff in there. And yeah, thank you guys for watching, especially all the way to the end, and I will see you guys next time. I want to take the last moment here to thank everyone who became a YouTube member or a Twitch sub, and an extra special thanks to everyone who became an Unlock Plus Plus member on YouTube. We get the Legend Sergeant CJ, the E-Tool Lawyer You Don't Cross Hoss, the DMCA Claim Waiting to Happen Snap, Hunter Don Doe, the man whose name should be really easy to pronounce, Yamaster, the friend who always comes through, Drew, and then we have Luke.